Hi guys, it's Kino. Welcome to another video. So, as you can see from the title, today we are going to find out what they felt when they last saw you. So whoever your person of interest is, we're going to see what their impression was of you, what was going through their head the last time you saw each other, and their overall feelings about the relationship, all that kind of stuff. This topic was actually suggested to me in the comments of my last video, what they wish they could tell you, so make sure to check that one out if you haven't already. And that comment got a lot of thumbs up, so I thought that I would make this reading for you guys today. So to the person who suggested this reading, thank you so much. And if anybody else has readings that they want to be done, leave a comment and it might get a bunch of likes and then I might make it for you. So we have 6 readings today. I'm going to go ahead and show you all the crystals and then you can pick your pile. There will be timestamps down below. So pile number 1 is Sunstone. Pile number 2 is Rose Quartz. Pile number 3 is Opalite. Pile number 4 is Tiger's Eye. Pile number 5 is Clear Quartz. And pile number 6 is Rutilated Quartz. Okay, so take all the time you need to pick your pile. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. I'm going to get started with pile number 1. Hi number ones, so if you chose the Sunstone, this is going to be your reading. For this pile, I feel intrigued. This person is interested in you and they're curious about you. So I think that for most people who chose this pile, this is probably somebody that you don't know super well yet or you haven't met that many times, because I do feel curious. If that's not the case for you and you have met many times, congratulations, they are still just as interested, I dare say fascinated as the first time they saw you. It's like this feeling of like you have so many layers to peel back and like they could never get bored of you. They love to like wonder about you, speculate about you. I feel like they're still trying to figure out like what you're all about, what you're into, what you're up to. They wonder like what your type is, if you could go for somebody like them. They're very interested. They want to know more about you. I guess you could have known each other for a long time and they just still feel like there's so much they don't know. But for most of you, this does feel like something sort of like new and exciting, you know? Okay, so I'm going to get straight into the cards. I am going to be reading reversals today if there are any. And I'm only using 3 decks. So anyway, let's see what's going on. So with the tarot cards, there's Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So I feel like the Queen of Swords is representing you. So I feel like, okay, they felt like maybe the last time that you guys saw each other, you were kind of like distant or cold or like you weren't giving them much. But I have to say that they're not mad at it, okay? They like that. They like the feeling that they're pursuing you. With the Ace of Pentacles, it's like, so it might have very well been a first time for a lot of you guys. They're still trying to get a handle on you, like I said, and it's like you just give them these like little nuggets of information about you. Do you know what I mean? So like they met you last time and you're like, here's a little bit more about me. And then maybe the next time you see them, you just give them one little more. It's like you're not giving away everything at once. And so from the last time you saw each other, they're still like thinking about you. They're still wanting more. They're still wanting to see you again. They also might have felt like, oh wow, this person really has high standards. This person isn't just gonna like give themselves up to anybody. They see you very highly like that. So you're like keeping them, what is it called? Wrapped around your finger? I think that's the right way to say it. So yeah, they're still, it doesn't matter like how long ago you saw this person, they're still thinking about it. They're still thinking about you. They want more. They want more of these coins. They want more information. They want more tidbits. With the Knight of Pentacles, they do feel like this relationship is progressing slowly. Like maybe you don't meet that often. Like your meetings are spaced apart a lot. Yeah, there is a feeling of like slow movement and wanting more, which I've already said. And also, this Knight of Pentacles has actually, I've been doing a lot of personal readings lately, and this guy has been coming out a lot. This lady right here has actually been coming out a lot too. When people are, you know, a little bit more guarded, a little bit more discerning. Like they have boundaries established. So they are probably seeing you in this light. And then when the Knight of Pentacles has come up, it's like they want to be like slow and calculated in their movements towards you. So I do think that maybe you didn't notice this, or maybe you did. The last time that you guys saw each other, I feel like they were really studying you. Like they're studying your little cues and like what you're saying. They're really trying to figure things out. This could also be a person who just generally moves slower in relationships. I feel like they really like to see all the facets of the person before they like pounce, you know? So yeah, they're being probably very calculated too. And I don't know if you noticed that also the last time you saw them, it's like they're being very careful about what they say and how they're presenting themselves, because they do feel like, they're not like intimidated by you or anything, but they're like, oh, okay, they have high standards, like I gotta be impressive. So they are, I feel like maybe their behavior, their actions is not as natural as it could have been, because they're always trying to determine like, how are you going to react? But this whole thing is very, like, it's very fun for them, you know? They like, I feel like this is a person who likes the pursuit, the chase of people. I also think this is somebody who's quite popular in that regard, like with whatever gender they like or likes them, they are popular in that way. And they could probably get like whoever they want very easily. But when it comes to you, it's like you're a challenge, you know? So it's very like stimulating. Yeah. All right. So you have to forgive me. These construction workers think that they can make an appearance in my video. Okay. So, oracle cards. There is the Fates and Here and Now. Ooh. Okay. They felt like the last time that they saw you, they felt like this was meant to happen. They definitely feel like you're somebody who is meant to be in their life. With this person, I do feel that it's on more of a subconscious level. So I don't know how consciously they're being like, oh, this is my soulmate, or like, this is a divine, whatever. I do think it's sort of more in the back of their mind. So they just might have had this feeling like, there's something about you. There's something about you, and they can't really put their finger on it. I mean, you already know that you're like fascinating to this person. That could be another reason. They're trying to figure out what this is, what this connection is. Why do you have this impact on them? You know, stuff like that. With the Here and Now, okay, yeah, it was hard for them to focus. I think that you threw this person off their game, you know, because think of like the centered, the present energy of the Here and Now card, and that it's flipped over. Yeah, I think you're doing things to them. They can't, like, what is it called? Yeah, they can't focus. Like, they can't focus when they're with you. You're so like dreamy to them, and so they have to try extra hard to like keep their composure. They have to try extra hard to analyze the situation. This is cute. I like this. All right. And then there's also, I'm also using the Romance Angels, and I'm never able to fit everything nicely. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys up here. Okay. We good? We good? Okay. And then, yeah, okay. So there's passion, release your ex, and express your love in reverse. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, you can probably already tell they are feeling a kind of way about you. They're very attracted to you. Very attracted to you. It's like, it's almost like, sorry, I'm getting over a cold. It's like, you know when you're like really like shook and you can feel like your ears and your neck is like getting hot, your face is blushing. I feel like that's how they felt. And if you didn't notice that, it's because they're very good at keeping their composure and controlling themselves. But like I already said, I do feel like they were thrown off their game. It's like you're so attractive to them, they just like, they didn't know what to do. With release your ex, maybe this person has just gotten out of a relationship, or they just haven't really been into dating or haven't really been interested in anyone. Maybe they're still getting over like a painful past. And when they met you last, they started to think like, okay, maybe I'm ready. Maybe I'm ready for something new. It's like all of their painful past memories are just like starting to melt away because they have something new to focus on, to focus their thoughts and their affections on, you know? It's like you're this new exciting thing for them, and you're starting to give them like hope that they can love again, you know? But they're not ready to tell you. And it makes sense with the Knight of Pentacles. Like I said, in the personal readings, a lot this guy has been showing up for those people who are really taking their time to figure out the situation, to figure out the person before they make any moves. And with the release your ex card, that could be another reason, not just because like they're really studying you and trying to figure you out, but also it is possible that they've just been really hurt in the past. They don't want to make any hasty moves. So I don't think that they would be like coming forward with that kind of thing, with that kind of offer anytime soon. But don't get discouraged by that. Just know that they're having a great time like unwrapping you. We'll go with that. They're having a great time getting to know you. The back and forth that you guys have going now, like if you're playing hard to get or something, they are loving that. And they're getting ready for it. Okay? So it's like the pot is very slowly boiling, and it's exciting, and it's like teasing, like that kind of energy. So this is nice. This is gonna develop nicely. I like this. Ooh, seductive. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. So yeah, they have been like consistently thinking about you since the last time they saw you. They're super intrigued. They like what you guys have going on. And yeah, I feel like you'll be seeing this person again. Okay. Yeah, all right. So I think I'm going to end that there. If you want, what do I always say at the end of these things? If you're interested in a personal reading, there we go. To get more information specific to your situation, you can email me or DM me on Instagram. All the information to do that is in the description. Wow, I'm really dropping the ball here. It's okay. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Hi, number twos. So if you chose the rose quartz, this is going to be your reading. Honestly, I feel absolutely delighted. I feel like the last time this person saw you, they just felt like you were such a joy to be around. It was such a pleasure to talk to you and spend time with you. I honestly, like, I feel light as a feather right now, even a little bit giddy. Yeah, I think they just had so much fun with you. I'm feeling like your energy is contagious, you know, like your laughter is infectious, like this kind of thing. Like you just, wherever you go, you just spread that beautiful energy, and this person really felt it. They really liked being in your presence. I'm also feeling that they find you very funny, and there was, for some of you, there was like a specific moment the last time you guys saw each other. Maybe you like made a joke, or you made some comment, or you did something. There was something in particular that they just found like so hilarious, and they were like, oh my god, I love this person. And not like they're laughing at you, like they were laughing with you. So maybe you know what I'm talking about. But in any case, they find you very funny. They find you very fun to be around. And they find you to be very like genuine person. And there's almost this sort of like protective feeling that goes with that. Like they don't want anyone to like steal your shine, or like don't let anybody dim your light. There's that sort of protective feeling that goes along with it. So yeah, they think really great things about you. They had a very good time when they saw you last. All right, so I'm going to get into the cards now. I am reading reversals today if any of them come up. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, they're all in reverse. So there is the Seven of Swords in reverse. There's the Four of Cups in reverse. And there is the Nine of Cups in reverse. So the first thing that I want to say, and it's actually, yeah, like I was just talking about how they find you to be very genuine. The Seven of Swords in reverse seems to confirm that for me. The meaning of this card is usually like, you know, it's like confusion, somebody's wearing a mask, deception, it's these kind of things. So they found that like they could really see to your heart and see what you're all about, and they could really see that you're a genuinely good person. You don't put on air. You don't put on airs? Is that, yeah, and you don't like try hard to impress people. You're just you, and it's authentic, it's refreshing. They really appreciate that. And because, like I said, your energy is contagious, you probably made them feel that they could do the same, so that they could really just be themselves around you, and they really appreciated that. I think that also with the Four of Cups in reverse, they definitely, like, they know what they have with you, or they know like what a blessing it is to be in your presence. They're not taking you for granted, okay? They really appreciate you. However, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, maybe they're feeling like you don't feel the same way that they feel about you. Or maybe they're feeling like you're out of their league. Or maybe they're feeling like you can't, or they can't have you. They can't have this relationship with you that they want. Because this is sort of like a dream going unfulfilled. If that is not resonating with you, it might be the other way around, because as some of you probably know, I do tend to mix up the energy sometimes. Like I'm supposed to be reading about the person, and then I'm actually reading about you by accident. So maybe this is reflecting how you feel about them. Like you want a relationship with them, but you don't feel like that wish will come true, or that they will reciprocate that. This could be representing you. So you can take this as confirmation that they really feel a very nice way about you. Okay. With the Oracle cards, we have Yin and Happy. Well, this is pretty self-explanatory. I think you make the person very happy. With Yin, I don't know why I'm getting this feeling. Yin is like the card of feminine energy, and I feel like there's like some sort of gap in your personality that they find very interesting. I don't I don't know if gap is the right word, but like for example, if you're female, there's like this gap where like your outer surface is like very cute and feminine and put together, and then your personality is like really like blunt or assertive or like dominant, something like that. Or if it's the other way around, if you're male, it's like your outer appearance is very like tough and macho, but then you're actually like soft on the inside, or you're actually very sensitive. There's some sort of gap like that between like your outer surface and your inner personality that they really, really like. Like it's very interesting to them, it's very amusing to them. And they're just like delighted. Like if I picture them thinking about you, it's like they're just like full on smiling, big old teeth out, you know, that big smile. They might even have some dimples. That's a big smile. Okay. Yeah, and happy. I don't really have to explain that. So all right. Now, and I'm sorry about my coughing, by the way. I've had like a cold for the past 2 weeks or something. Anyway, right, Romance Angels. We are getting into the Romance Angels cards now. There is Let Go of Control Issues. There's Retreat in reverse. And there's It Is Safe for You to Love. Wow, so these are all very, very positive. With the Let Go of Control Issues, it says allow this situation to unfold naturally. We've sort of touched on this in the reading before, that I feel that they feel like they don't have to try with you. They feel like you're not trying because you're so like authentic and you're just naturally awesome the way you are. And they also feel like they don't have to try with you. It's like such a relief. It's such a breath of fresh air to spend time with you. They don't have to try so hard. Like the conversation just flows naturally. It's like you just click. They don't have to like overthink anything. Yeah, so I feel like the friendship between you two is very strong. Perhaps this is a romantic interest, but I do feel that on a friendship level, the bond that you guys have is very strong. Like it's very comfortable. With the Retreat card in reverse, I feel like this means that the last time they saw you, they really felt themselves like coming out of their shell. Like they could really open up, they could really be who they are. And another thing is that, do you know, like there's some people, like you spend time with them, or even, it doesn't have to be specific people, even if you just like go to a social gathering and you spend all this time like interacting with people, and then you get tired and you have to isolate yourself and recharge. There's those kind of people. And then there's the kind of people like you could spend like an entire week together with no time apart, and you're still not tired and you're still not drained. And I think that is how they feel about you. So I don't know how long you guys spent together the last time they saw you, but they felt like they could have just stayed with you forever. They could have just talked to you for hours. It was that type of interaction that was actually like energizing, you know? So they would have just loved for it to go on forever. So nice. And then, yeah, with It's Safe for You to Love, I think this is also sort of self-explanatory, but they feel very safe around you and they trust you. So I don't know, I feel like for most of you, you haven't reached like that level yet. Maybe you both sort of have this crush on each other or these feelings for each other, or maybe you're not sure how the other feels, but there's something about you, they feel that like if they were to give you their heart, that like it would be safe with you. So I'm sorry. So the last time that they saw you, they felt very comfortable, they felt very safe, and they felt themselves really opening up. And perhaps they were surprised, like, wow, like there's people that I've known for way longer than this person, and I still like don't feel that comfortable around them. I still haven't opened up that much, but there's something about you that just makes them feel so like at home and relaxed. Maybe it is like, because like I said, you do have a good sense of humor. I feel like that relaxes them, and they appreciate that you don't take everything so seriously. So it makes them feel that like even if they did like embarrass themselves or say something stupid, there's like no judgment, right? You can just like laugh it off together. So yeah, they feel really comfortable, and they want you to like stay this way. They want you to be happy and pure, and like don't let anybody get you down, like that kind of thing. So yeah, they care about you a lot, and like I said, they had a really great time. You make them very happy. If they think about you, or if they think about the last time they saw you, they will just have like the biggest smile on their face. This is also like, they admire all these things in you, like the like cute and pure and delightful. But I feel like this person is also like that too. The energy that I get from this person too is also very like pure and fun. I'm running out of words, but you know what I mean. I think your energy matches each other quite well, which is why you click so well. Yeah, so this was very nice. This was very happy. Okay, so I think I'm going to end this reading here. If you're interested in a personal reading to get more information specific to your situation, you can send me an email or DM me on Instagram. All the information to do that is in the description. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. Thank you for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye! Hi, number threes. So if you chose the Opalite, this is going to be your reading. So similarly to pile number 2, this is a very, oh my god, yo, a massive crow just jumped onto my, oh my god. Okay, that thoroughly scared the shit out of me. It's gone now. I'm actually gonna leave that in because maybe he was a sign of something, but I am going to go ahead and get into the cards. And as you can see, like this is upside down, so I am going to be keeping the reverse cards in reverse. So with the tarot cards, the other readings have 3 tarot cards, but this one had 4 come out, so I also just left it as 4. So there was the King of Wands, the Magician, the Emperor, and the 5 of Cups. So there's a lot of powerful energy going on here, okay? There's the King of Wands that represents fire sign. There is the Emperor that represents Aries. I think the Magician is also Aries. I could be wrong about that, but in any case, there is a lot of dominant, sort of masculine energy going on here. I feel that this is how they are seeing you. So they find you to be very powerful. They find you to be that person, like when you walk into a room, like you take charge. I think that this person is very impressed by you, and the last time they saw you, they were really admiring you. They admire like your certainty in yourself and that you know what you want. They might also have admired like everything that you've achieved, or that you seem to be able to make these things happen for you, like with a sort of ease. So I think they're really like in awe of your strength. Maybe the last time you saw each other, like you're talking about what you were up to, what's been going on in your life, and it really left an impression on them, like, wow, this person's doing cool stuff. With the King of Wands, this can represent somebody who is like not fully committed. I'm not saying that you are or aren't, but perhaps they got the sense that like, I almost feel like they got the sense like, oh, they have better options than me, or like they could get so much better than me if they wanted to, like this kind of thing. Like especially with these cards, it's like they see you as like sort of the alpha, like they see you as the top dog, and it's like, why would they consider me? But I think that has to do less with how you were treating them and more to do just with insecurities that they have. Especially like with the Five of Cups here, I do think that this represents them. And it's almost like, because you can see he's like staring at the spilled cups and not paying attention to the full cups that he has. And I feel like the last time they saw you, it's like they were admiring all these things about you. They were, you know, getting impressed by all these qualities that you have. And it's almost like they were thinking like, wow, I wish that I could be strong like that. I wish that I could be like this person. And they don't realize that they are. Like, I feel like the two of you are very similar. I feel like they have all the same qualities as you. They have the same manifesting powers as you. They have every reason to be confident just like you. They have the same like talents, creativity. And it's just like, I feel like they don't see it. They don't see that in themselves, but they really see it in you. So that's why they have this admiration for you. And I will mention, because I know that I do sometimes mix up the energies where I read for you instead of that person. If that's not really resonating for you, it could be possible that it's the other way around. So perhaps you saw them as this very like dominant, authoritative, respectable, commendable figure, and like you wish that you could be like them, and you feel like you don't have those qualities in you, but you actually do. So it could go both ways. Or maybe you're both even feeling that about each other, but actually you're quite similar. Actually, you're really on the same level. So I'm gonna go with the oracle cards now. Yeah, I'll put them down here. I'm trying to like figure out how to make these all fit. There's serendipity and imagine. So with the serendipity card, I think that perhaps for some of you, you didn't plan to meet each other the last time you saw each other. It could either be that, so like it was an unexpected coincidence, it was like a pleasant surprise, something like that. Or they are just feeling that your meeting in general was not a coincidence, that you are supposed to be in their life, because you do have, with all these powerful cards, I think you do have a very strong impact on them. And with the Imagine card, it's almost like the last time they saw you or when they're with you, it sort of feels like a dream. Like you're this sort of like ethereal being. Wow, they think really, really high of you. It's like you have so much power and light in you. And they almost feel like it's not real. Like how could someone like you be real? Yeah, so there is a lot of admiration in this pile, for sure. Okay, I also have some romance cards, so we're going to look at these two. There is very soon. This could be the one. And honeymoon. Okay, so I think that if you guys are divine counterparts, or you're wondering if this sort of connection is there, I'm going to take this as confirmation, because like I've already said, I think that your personalities, your qualities, your talents, I think that they mirror each other. I think that the way you feel about each other is mirrored, and I think that this person has also recognized that. Maybe it was, if you've met each other several times, maybe it took them a while to realize, and it was the last time that they saw you that they realized it. That could be why the serendipity card is here too. Maybe for some of you it's like you've met a few times and they were like wondering, what's this all about? What is this connection we have? And then they were like looking for a sign, and then they bumped into you or they met you unexpectedly. And they really started to take notice that something was going on. So I think they are feeling really the size of this connection, the impact of this connection in their life. However, with the very soon card and also the honeymoon in reverse, I do feel that they're not really ready to, jump into that kind of relationship with you yet. Maybe they feel that it is moving a little bit fast, or they're just a little bit nervous and they haven't really decided what they want. Like almost like, it says very soon, but I'm almost feeling like too soon. It's too soon for them. Whether you've met once or like 10 times, they want to move a little bit slowly with this. And I think that's probably a good idea because, you know, they have some insecurities that they need to work through. They've been hurt in the past. They're a little bit careful when it comes to these kinds of things. So they're not ready to really like fully throw themselves into it, but they are very much admiring you. They're very impressed by you. I think it's just going to take them some time to recognize that they mirror you in that they are on the same level as you, and that I would think that you are committed to this person, or that you only have eyes for this person. It's going to take them a while to realize that and to sort of gain their trust in you. And that's an issue with them in their past, okay? I don't think that you did anything or you behaved any way the last time you saw each other to make them think that. I don't think that's the case. I think they're just working on their self-esteem or their confidence in the situation. So take your time with them and, you know, be gentle with them and really like keep letting them know repeatedly how much you appreciate them. I think this is the type of person you have to be very expressive with, you know, and also patient. So yes, is that everything? Yeah, I think I'm going to end the reading here. If you want, I just keep messing up this last part, huh? Okay. If you're interested in a personal reading to get more information specific to your situation, you can send me an email or DM me on Instagram. All the information to do that is in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. Thank you for letting me read for you today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hi, number 4s. So if you chose the tiger's eye, this is going to be your reading. Okay. This person has feelings for you. Like, they have feelings for you. Oh my gosh. I feel, first of all, before I even started to film this, I had like this nervous tummy ache. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, I felt nervous, and I felt this mixture of like excited and sad, and also a little bit surprised. I don't know what the surprise is coming from. Maybe it could be that maybe they weren't expecting to see you, which I feel like I've said a lot throughout this video. I don't know why, but it could also just be that like the last time they saw you, it had been a while and you were like so much more beautiful than they remembered. There is some like element of surprise here, whatever that may be. And I feel like whatever went down last time, like they're really in their head about it. Like they keep thinking about it. They keep playing it over and over. Well, maybe it's just because you're so pretty. But yeah, wow, they're really thinking about it. So I am going to be reading reversals, by the way, if anything comes out like that. So yeah, let's get into the cards. Oh my gosh, look at what we have. Okay, so we have the Empress, and the Ace of Cups, and Six of Cups. All right, so I was just raving about how beautiful you are, and that doesn't matter like what gender you are, whether you are man or a woman. You're beautiful. You're very attractive. Okay, so the last time they saw you, they were like shook, like they froze up. Because you were just so beautiful to them. I'm like drawing a blank. Like I actually, my head is just like empty. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is scary. I would not want to be them seeing you. Okay. And the Empress is like that's the wifey. That's the mother of the kids. So this could be how they were feeling about you the last time they saw you. They were like, yep, this is it. This is my person. But I just feel so nervous and like I'm like itchy. I don't know. Woo, okay. And I really feel like they were so happy to see you. They were so happy to see you. They were like overflowing with joy. They love you, okay? They love you. I don't care if they haven't told you that. Like Ace of Cups and the Empress, they love you, okay? And they're like really feeling your absence. If you haven't seen each other in a while, if you're like separated, not talking, or it's just been a while, they're really feeling that absence, and they're like craving you. They're craving you the same way you like crave delicious food. They're like, I need me a thick slice of that. Whew. Okay, with the Six of Cups, the last time they saw you, they felt familiarity. Now maybe that makes sense to you because it's like, of course, we know each other. We're familiar with each other. But I don't mean that kind of familiarity. I mean like I've known you for a million years, that kind of thing. In the spiritual sense, okay? But even if it was the first time you met, they felt that familiarity. Like they felt like, if they're spiritually aware, they may have felt, I've known you in a past life. If they're not aware of that kind of stuff, then it was this sort of mysterious feeling of like, why do I feel like I know you? It was that kind of thing. But I do think you have been together in past lives, perhaps many past lives. And so something like clicked or like went off when they saw you, when they looked into your eyes, they recognized you like that. These are very powerful cards. All right, so I'm going to take some oracle cards now and see what's going on. There is mending and observer. Okay, so the last time they saw you, they felt like, first of all, they felt like safe and comfortable. Well, they felt very nervous, but on a deeper level, they felt like safe with you. And it's like they feel their wounds starting to heal. There was another pile that had like similar energy like this, where the person had been hurt in the past, but when they saw you, they started to think like, wow, this could really be something. I could really be starting to feel things again. I could really put my trust in somebody again. It's that kind of feeling. So they felt like hopeful for the future. They were thinking about a future with you. It's like your meeting with them hadn't even ended and they were already thinking like, I want to see you again. I need to see you again. This kind of thing. And with the observer card in reverse, this tells me that they want to get much closer to you, okay? They don't want to watch and admire you from afar anymore. Just thinking about you isn't doing it for them anymore. They are craving that closeness with you, and it's like they can't get it out of their head, you know? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they were having dreams about it as well, although I do think that it is mostly in their waking thoughts that they're thinking about you. Wow, you guys have this person whipped. Amazing. All right, so I'm going to go in with the romance angel cards now. There's deception, heart-to-heart conversations, and new love. Okay, so this is the thing. This is the thing with this person, and maybe this is because, you know, I said I was feeling sadness in the beginning and then I didn't elaborate on it. So perhaps this, okay, there's like a little bit of feelings of regret, because I feel like, you know how I said that they froze when they saw you last time? And you can see that it says like somebody is wearing a false mask on this card. So I think that they are regretting the frozenness, but I mean like I feel like they didn't really convey that to you at all. Maybe not at all. So they just seemed like they didn't really care. They didn't express any feelings like that. They didn't drop any hints like that. And perhaps you were a little bit like let down or disappointed by that. And they recognize that, and they hate that like you could be somewhere out there right now, like thinking that they don't care about you, or thinking that they didn't feel anything. Because they didn't make that clear. And I think they're aware of that. Like they know, like, oh shit, I panicked and I choked and I froze, and they just, it's like they didn't really get to show you who they are. And maybe they've been feeling this way for a while, and they thought like, okay, I'm gonna come forward. I'm gonna tell them, this person, how I feel. The next time I see them, like it's on. I'm gonna go in like that. And then they didn't. It's like they feel like they kind of blew their chance. Like they missed their chance with you. And now they're worried that like maybe there's not going to be another chance. Maybe, you know, they weren't able to take this mask off, and maybe that's it. So I think they are a little bit nervous about that. I feel like they might be getting down on themselves about that a bit. Like, man, you really fucked up. Like that kind of thing. And they wish that they could have had this heart to heart. They wish that they told you something. I mean, I don't know what it was. Like, they could have just choked, or maybe it was not such an environment, you know? Like, maybe it wasn't just the two of you. But they would love to, you know, they would love to meet you again, like face to face, just the two of you, no distractions, and just get their feelings out. They need to do that. Because they want, like, there's Ace of Cups and new love, you guys. Like, they want a relationship. They want something to come of this. And so it's been on their mind a lot. I feel like they're really wondering if they blew it, because I think they know that you have feelings for them. And it's like they didn't get a chance to like return them. I don't know if there's some reason that they can't now. Like, I don't know, maybe like you moved on and started dating someone else, or maybe they moved on and started dating someone else. I can't really say, like, it is a general reading, but there is this feeling of like missing their chance. So if that is the case and you guys are not talking anymore, their feelings have not changed, and I don't think they ever will. I feel like they will never stop caring for you like that. And they want to tell you. So, and I actually have a feeling that they will. I really do think that they're going to, because this is going to eat away at them. It really is. So it might take them a while to like build up the courage or figure out like exactly what they're going to say to you, but I think they know that they can't let this go. Maybe they've tried to and it hasn't worked out for them. But yeah, they can't get it off their mind ever since they last saw you. Like, you stirred up so many feelings in them. You brought them this familiarity. You brought them this feeling that they could finally be safe and start to heal with you. And they're thinking about it a lot, like what they could have done differently, you know? But they just froze up. I don't know, man. Like, even me at the beginning of this reading, I was like, I couldn't get my words out. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like that effect that you have on them. You're like striking. Is that strikingly beautiful? Is that how you say it? And it's just, I don't know, they panicked. Aw, poor baby. Well, I do think they're going to be coming back and communicating with you. It might just be like communication at first, like a message. I don't know, like, if you would meet each other anytime soon, but just know that they're still thinking about it, okay? They're still thinking about it, and they want you in their life. They really do. They really, really do. They're thinking about you all kinds of ways. My goodness. Okay, so I think I'm going to end it here. If you're interested in personal reading for more information specific to your situation, you can send me an email or DM me on Instagram. All the information to do that is in the description. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hi, number fives. So if you chose the clear quartz, this is going to be your reading. So the last time this person saw you, they were happy to see you. They were excited. And I have this feeling of like satisfaction, if that makes sense. I'm not really sure how to explain it. I guess it could be many different things. But like, for example, like this person has a crush on you and they've been texting you, trying to hang out, and then they finally got you to hang out. Or it could be something like you're long distance, or you don't get to see each other that much, and like you've been waiting, you've been anxious to see each other, and then it finally happened. But there is this sort of feeling of like, finally, like I finally got to meet this person. Yeah, it is something like that. But let's get into the cards and see what is going on. I am going to be reading reversals, so if anything comes out upside down, I'm going to leave it like that. So, oh, and they're all in reverse. Okay, so there is a Five of Swords in reverse, there's the Fool in reverse, and the Tower in reverse. Okay, so with the Five of Swords in reverse, I feel like the last time they saw you, their impression of you was that you are a very straightforward person. I might even go so far as to say blunt, but it's this sort of idea of like you think something or you feel something and you just say it. And you're very sure of yourself. You're very sure of what you want. You don't give a shit what anybody else says. You don't give a shit what anybody thinks. And you're very clear that way. You're very easy to understand. And I think they actually appreciate that. Sorry. With the Fool in reverse, it's like this impression of like, you know what's going on and you're sort of in control of things. Maybe you portray yourself like kind of, naive or just like going with the flow, but actually they find you to be very in control of things. Like I said, they understand like you know what you want and you're gonna go straight for it. And also with the Tower in reverse, I think they feel like, meeting you is not an accident. And I keep thinking like they feel like you're in control of the situation. Like things don't happen to you. You make things happen. So it's almost like they find you kind of powerful in that sense. And they do feel, I think I have been saying this for all the piles, but it makes sense. I think a lot of people watching these do have divine counterparts. So they do feel that. They feel like this was no accident to meet you. And it's like your energy is like penetrating, because it's very like straightforward and almost like intense, but they enjoy it. They really enjoy it. Okay, now I'm going to look at some oracle cards. There is a change in the Wind in reverse and soulmates. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the person you're asking about, it could be a soulmate. Maybe for some of you, this is not a romantic connection, but you're still soulmates. Do you know what I mean? Because you can be soulmates with like a friend, a person you work with, like anything like that. And I think this person believes in soulmates, and they also believe that, they come in all different forms. Like they could be your significant other, your friend, your family, whatever. And I feel like they're not so concerned about like what you are to them, like what your relationship is going to be. They're not concerned about that. They just know that your souls are mates. You are soulmates. You were supposed to meet each other. And I think they're kind of excited to see what happens. They're not really attached to any outcome, but they definitely pinpointed that. They were like, yep, there you are. That's you. Maybe that's where the satisfaction was coming from. But yeah, I'm getting like a soul family kind of feeling. So I'm not I can't say for like 100% of you that this is going to develop into something romantic, but you are soulmates. You are. And with a change in the wind in reverse, this makes me think that they felt very comfortable with you. And it's like, I don't know how long you've known each other, but they feel that however long it's been, like their comfortability, their level of comfortability with you is as if they knew you for longer. It's almost like maybe you are acquaintances, but they feel like you guys are best friends. It's that kind of thing. And I feel, like, there's some things, like, if somebody said something mean to you, you would be like, hey, fuck you. But, like, if your best friend said it, you would just, like, laugh. And, like, it's like they're allowed to say that. And it's kind of, like, the vibe I'm getting, like, with your connection. It's like you guys could, like, roast each other or, like, say some mean shit, and it will just all be, like, in good fun. And it's like, oh, well, they can say that to me because we're best friends. And it's like, even if you haven't known each other for that long, that's the level of, like, comfortable that they feel with you. They feel like you can just say whatever. Okay. All right, let's look at the romance angel cards now. There's keep an open mind in reverse. There's religious factors, and there is getting to know each other. So the keep an open mind card, it says something like, oh, I can read upside down. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So it's in reverse. Like I said, they recognized you, they expected you, they were satisfied to meet you. I think that your looks and your personality, they were exactly how they imagined. Sorry. And I do think, like I said, like, this is a spiritual person who does believe in soulmates, and they might have even had the ability to, like, to imagine you and how you might be coming into their life before they met you. And it's like, ah, yes, right on time, we meet again. It's like this kind of thing. I feel like they kind of saw you coming, like, from a higher perspective. They really did see you coming. And that's why the Tower is in reverse. That's why the Fool is in reverse, because it wasn't this, like, shocking, even a change of wind in reverse. It wasn't really this, like, shocking moment for them. Like, I feel like this person is very tapped in, and they were awaiting your arrival, And so when they saw you last, it was like you really fit the bill. I think that works. And with religious factors, I think that you guys match each other for your level of, like, of spirituality and of spiritual awareness. You mirror each other on that level for sure. And that might sort of be like an element of your relationship. Maybe this is something that you've already talked about. I don't know, because you seem to be quite close. You seem to be able to communicate your feelings very honestly. But you might have had this sort of conversation before, like, why? I feel like I know you. I feel like we're meant to meet each other. I feel like we're meant to do something together. And there is that sort of feeling, like, your souls coming together. It's not just to be together. It's like you're gonna do something together. Yeah. And it might have to do with these types of, like, spiritual, religious, maybe occult type things. But yeah, there is something that you're meant to do together, and they felt that, they recognized that the last time they saw you, and they really enjoyed, like, the conversations that you guys had. With getting to know each other, I do feel like maybe at least in this lifetime, at least in the 3D, your two humans are, like, just getting acquainted. Like, they do feel like they really know you, but in the physical, perhaps you're still on this level, and they are very excited to get to know you. And they have a really, like, healthy outlook on this, like, they're not, because they are tapped in, they're not freaking out like, oh my God, when am I going to see them again? I need to see them again. We need to come together. And it's like they're very relaxed. They're chilling. It's like if you could like see their soul right now, they would be like lying on a beach chair with like sunglasses on and drinking orange juice. I don't know why it's orange juice, with like their hands behind their head, just like, ah, yes, there you are. Welcome. Yeah, they're like super chill about it. They're not gonna rush it. They're not worried about it. They're not worried that you're gonna slip out of their hands. They feel very, very comfortable with you and this situation and where it is going. If you haven't heard from them in a while, don't worry. They will be hitting you up again. Or you could even, if you're like worried, I don't know if I should message them first or hit them up first, you can totally do that too. That's the thing, like you guys, even if this person, let's say they're kind of like high standard or kind of judgy or whatever, they aren't like that with you. It's like you guys have like, you're like VIP to each other, you know? So they might be that type like, oh, why is this person texting me? Like, why are they double texting me? I don't have time for this. I don't want to reply. But if you text them, they're like, oh, hey, what's up? It's that kind of like special relationship, I think. So yeah, they would love to see you again, even if they're not like reaching out on their own. You could totally reach out by yourself. How they're feeling since they last met you, pretty chill. They like you and they're chill and that's that's about it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this reading here. If you're interested in a personal reading for more information specific to your situation, you can email me or DM me on Instagram. All the information to do that is in the description. Thank you very much for letting me read for you today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hi, number 6s. Oh, whoa, it sounds so weird to say that because I've never done 6 readings before. Okay, hi, number 6s. If you chose the Rutilated quartz, this is going to be your reading. I feel very, very excited. There's a lot of energy in me right now. The last time we saw this person, they were so excited, so overjoyed. I feel like if this meeting was planned, like you planned to see each other, it could be even like they had trouble sleeping the night before because they were like, oh my god, I'm gonna see them tomorrow, oh my gosh, like that kind of thing. If it wasn't planned, like you bumped into them or something like that, then this is how they've been feeling ever since, like just so excited to see you again, like they can't stop thinking about you. It's quite cute, actually. It's very cute. All right, so I'm just going to get into the cards. I am reading reversals, so if anything comes out upside down, I'm going to leave it that way. So for the tarot cards, there is the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, there's the 3 of Wands, and there is this, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so because there is the 3 of Pentacles, I feel like for most of you, the last time you met, you were not alone. So it could be that you were like literally at a party and talking to a bunch of other people, or it could be that you met in a public place and there was just like other people surrounding you. But I do think for most of you, it wasn't like, you know, in a closed space, like one-on-one, nobody can see us. I don't feel like it was that kind of thing, at least for the majority of you. But they wanted that. They didn't want the other people around. They wanted to just be alone with you. They wanted something like more intimate, you know? I think there was a lot of things they wanted to tell you and they couldn't because of that. And then also there's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And so I think that this person is feeling that the last time they saw you, they like kind of made a fool of themselves, you know, because the Queen of Pentacles, she's like the composed, sensible, like, you know, practical kind of lady, and they kind of feel like they were acting stupid, like because they were like nervous, like I said, they were so excited to see you, and they probably like were going over it in their head, like I'm gonna say this and then they're gonna say this and then they're gonna like me and then we're gonna like, I don't know. they were like going through it in their head, and then it didn't really turn out like that, and they feel like they embarrassed themselves somehow. Maybe you probably didn't even notice anything, like you probably thought they were chill or normal, but because they were overthinking it so much, they were like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have said that, maybe I shouldn't have acted this way. And so they really like, it was like before they met you, they were playing it over in their head, and even after they met you, they're still playing it over and over in their head. And they're like so, it's like they're so worried what impression they left on you. They're really curious, like, what did they think of me? How did that go? Did I do a good job? Like that kind of thing. And they're waiting for you. Like, this is the card of like waiting for opportunities to come in, like sort of waiting for your future. I think that they're waiting to see you again. They're waiting, if you guys aren't talking, they're waiting for communication from you. And they're hopeful, like they haven't lost hope, even if it's been a very long time. Like, they're still standing there waiting for their for their love to come back. Yeah. And they really do, they see a future with you. Like, they're thinking about not just like the next time they can meet you, but even beyond that. Like, they want to date you if you aren't. They want to have that, the future and the life with you. They want a deeper bond. I feel like they're not really satisfied with the like level of the bond that you guys have formed yet. So they're like anticipating it. They're sort of like expecting that to develop. Okay, with the oracle cards, there is fork in the road and time for a nap. Okay, I want to show you like the illustration on this card. You can see there's like the post, whatever, and there's like all these different directions, and then this little llama or whatever that is. Sorry, this little llama or whatever it is like standing and looking at all the directions. I feel like they're really analyzing this. They might be like beating it to death a bit. They're definitely thinking a lot about you. They're thinking about all the different ways this can go. Sorry for my coughing, by the way. I've had a cold for like 2 weeks. They're thinking of all the different ways it could go, all the different ways it could play out, and they're like, I feel like they're thinking a little bit too much. Just because it's making them worried, like, oh, I'm gonna do something wrong, or what if they don't like this? And it's not very necessary, you know? I feel like you probably really like this person, and that's why you're watching a video about them, and they don't need to be worried this much, but it's like they're trying to see all the possibilities and like, what should I do? When really they should just be like being themselves and being natural, because I feel like that's the version of them that you like the most, right? And then with the time for a nap, what was I saying? I feel like they are like up at night thinking about this, or they have been. Definitely before you guys met, if it was planned, they like couldn't sleep because they were so excited. But now, like after they've met you, I feel like they're like lying in bed before they go to bed. They're like thinking about it. What could the future look like? You know, just like, I guess it's not daydreaming because they're about to go to bed. But you know, when you're just lying awake in bed and all the thoughts are running through your head, it's like that kind of thing. Yeah, they're thinking a lot about it. My goodness. Yeah, okay. Well, this is a romance angels card. There is free yourself in reverse. Maybe this person needs to chill a tiny little bit. There's codependency and chemistry. Yeah, okay. Like, I wouldn't go so far as to say, like, this person is obsessed with you or anything. It's just that, like, they're so worried about the outcome, or, like, they care so much about how you view them, you know? And it's like the last time you saw them, like I said, they keep like replaying it because they want to know how you felt and stuff like this. They wish they could have been cooler or something. They keep like thinking about it. this is funny. Like there was pile 4 where it was also like they're thinking about it a lot and like thinking about what they could have done differently. But I feel like pile 4 felt like they didn't do enough. But this pile 6, I feel like they did too much. They're doing too much. They really need to calm down. Like I'm sure you're a wonderful person, but like nobody needs to be thinking about somebody this much. Wow. But I mean, you have a really strong connection, you know? You have a really strong connection, and maybe you feel the same way, like in terms of your feelings for each other. I think that it's probably mirrored. It's just that they're getting too wrapped up in it, you know? They're getting too wrapped up in it. They're getting in their head about it. And they're like stressing themselves over nothing, right? So yeah, they're like, I think they're over analyzing whatever happened. Like when you saw them last, they're like over analyzing a little bit too much. I think they're kind of forgetting that like at the end of the day, you like them for them and they don't need to try so hard. But it's like they have all these expectations on themselves. Like they need to be like perfect for you. They need to say the right thing. But yeah, so they're just a little bit nervous, and they're a little bit, I'm sure that they're like overthinkers in general, you know? Like they're probably not just like obsessing over you. I think that's sort of their nature. Like they get fixated on things, especially when it comes to how people are viewing them. I think that's something that they tend to like fixate on. Maybe it's a little bit of like anxiety, like social anxiety or like introversion, where it's like any situation they go into, they're like, oh, that was stupid, I shouldn't have said that. What if this person thinks of me this way now? Yeah, I feel like they do that with a lot of their interactions. But because you're so important to them, it's like times a million, you know? So yeah, they need to chill a little bit. Aw, poor baby. Yeah, but I would, if they don't love you, then they care about you and like you a lot, like very deeply. Okay? And the more, like, if you guys can see each other again, I think they will start to get more comfortable until they can, like, fully be themselves and not be, like, analyzing their every move and your every move. I do think that they will warm up to you in that sense, and that they will be able to let loose a little bit if they can see you again or communicate with you again. They're just like, I guess, a little uncomfortable, a little clumsy right now, and they're too in their head about it. But they're very, very sweet, and they like you a lot. They like you a lot. They want to just like give you the world. Aw, how sweet. Okay, so that is the reading for pile number 6. If you're interested in a personal reading for more information specific to your situation, you can email me or send me a DM on Instagram. All the information to do that is in the description. Thank you very much for letting me read for you today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!